Okay, Rayana. So, obviously, my first concern and the first thing I want to fix here is that we've got two angry deities. So, on the initial read where we identified that you had made a deity angry, we had identified that they don't like your boyfriend. Is this the cause of the anger from both Lilith and Bastet? No. Is this the cause of the anger from Lilith? Okay, so boyfriend is the problem for Lilith. Obviously, I feel like the solution is obvious. Is the solution for this to break up with the boyfriend? Yes, right there. I don't know if you can see that. Lilith is our feminine powerhouse deity. Let me zoom this out just a little bit. Lilith is our feminine powerhouse deity. And so when she sees someone in a position, especially someone working with her, not taking up their space, not setting in, establishing their boundaries, or being walked all over, or in a situation that just does not serve them, she can get pretty angry about that. In this case, obviously, that is her solution. Now, what is Bastet mad about is the question. Is Bastet mad about a situation in Rayana's craft? Yes. So, Bastet is there to work with you on something, and is this because they're not doing the thing that they are working with you for? Yeah. Okay. Bastet is there to work with you on something. What that something may be, I don't personally know. I actually, here, I have a deck handy. Can I get an identifier card on what Bastet is wanting to work with Rayana on? There it is. Oof. Okay, so we have the Hanged One. This one has extra meanings due to the deck and the crystal. Let me look up what the extra meaning on that is, so I can throw it in with that. So, obviously the Hanged Man is letting go, letting be, not sticking in spaces where we don't belong, not holding on to things that aren't ours. With the addition of that Howlite, it adds into the card some rest, some mindfulness, freedom. So we're holding on to things that we shouldn't be. It's time to take a step back and work with Bastet on the things that you should not have in your life and should not be holding on to that are not for you. This is within your craft, within your relationship with Bastet. So that's what we want to look at in fixing that. Of course, you're going to want to issue apologies. You're going to want to issue, give offerings, etc. But that's where we are with the things that you need to work on. Now, we had your deep dive. So, obviously, we know your foundational points. I'm going to start there, and then I'll work on supportive points. So, candle magic is a foundational point for you. Is this in the form of rituals? Yes. Is this in the form of tea light spells? No. Is this in the form of deity communication through scrying? Yes. So, flame scrying, wax scrying. With crystals, are we talking crystal grids? Yes. Are we talking crystals for healing? Yes. Are we talking utilizing these crystals in spell work? No. In energy work, are we talking in ways of healing oneself? Yes. So that'll go in conjunction with your crystals. We're talking kind of like spell jars, totems, things that you're going to be putting your energy into to give energy back. Baneful magic, is this for their protections? Yes. Is this for the hell of doing it? If you want to. If you feel so inclined. Kitchen witchery, is this baking with intention? Yes. Cooking with intention. Yes. Utilizing simmer pots? Yes. Utilizing lazy kitchen witchery when they just don't feel like cooking. Salt's purification, cinnamon's enhancement, pepper is protection, so on and so forth. The spices and herbs you can add into the food you're already eating to bring along those intentions are always something great to add in. If you just don't feel like making a full meal that night, pop some salt and pepper onto it. There you go. You got purification and cleansing and protection right there in one. So we had a maybe on tarot. Is this because tarot needs to be balanced? Yes. Is tarot going to be a good tool for Rayana to use to read for themselves? Not so much. To communicate with deities? Yes. So listening to your cards, getting Lilith and Bastet decks if you don't already have them, etc. Palmistry, is this for Rayana to glean more about themselves as a person? Yes. So with scrying, we've kind of already got that candle and wax scrying in there. Are we talking mirror scrying? Okay, so you're gonna have multiple forms of scrying. Water scrying? Yes. With that, we are also going to, is this for deity communication? Yes, right there. Ancestor communication? Maybe later on. Spirit guide communication? No, not for you at least. So that'll be coming in. It's not quite there yet. Now we've got a few different kinds for you to work with. You had quite a few untapped Claire gifts. Has Rayana made any progress in untapping those gifts? Nope. Okay, so is herbalism a supportive point for Rayana? Yes. Is this in the form of spells? I'm sorry, I'm Southern. You know, spells. These guys. Is this in the form of growing their own herbs? What about herbal teas? Yes, right there. Herbal remedies? Maybe later on right there. Is astrology a supportive point for Rayana? Yes. Is this an understanding their own natal chart? No. You don't gotta understand it. Or at least you don't gotta know how to read it. Using moon phases? Yep. Using retrograde? No. Using polarities? Yes. Using various conjuncts in the various planets? Later on. Is, let's see what else we have. Spirit work a supportive point for Rayana? It might be. That's kind of a dealer's choice there. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Spirit work can get pretty intense. So with that, is that going to be crossing? Yes. Sending messages? Yes. So we got a little bit of a mesh there in spirits. Okay, so tarot, palmistry, scrying. Is oracle a supportive point? Yes. Reading for themselves? Later on, reading for others? No. I'm not getting a read for others vibe at all on anything I'm doing for you. I'm getting really heavy solitary vibes. Palmistry, scrying. Are runes a supportive point for Rayana? They might be. That's dealer's choice right there. Is this going to be Futark runes? If you want it to be Agam runes, these might be more likely for you. That was a better maybe than the last. Are these going to be for a certain deity? Okay, double yes here. So you might have a Celtic or Norse deity coming in that has come in since I did your deity communication. I'll check that in a second. Osteomancy, a supportive point? Yes. Is this in the form of bull scatter? Yes. So that's supportive. It means your craft won't be incomplete without it. What's next on that? Lithomancy, supportive? It might be. That's up to you. That's charm casting and reading for yourself. Is this going to be important for deity messages? It might be. Again, that's, you don't have to. If you want to play around with it, absolutely. Is tea leaf divination going to be a supportive point for Rayana? No. Okay, so do we have any Norse deities reaching out? Yes. Is this Freya? No. Hell? There's that spirit work right there. Loki? No. Just really the only Fenrir? Watching. Yeah, that's really the only Norse I'm feeling. Do we have a Celtic deity reaching out? We do. Is this Bridget? Yes. She's the only one I'm feeling there as well. So you've got 2 new deities coming in, but I would highly recommend fixing the things with Lilith and Basta before we start working on with more deities at this point.